Okay, UGS Skill Hustle here with Mr. Sonic Fox over at Winter Brawl 2015.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Sonic Fox?
Good. Just chilling, honestly. I'm happy about this entire weekend about winning. I'm winning and placing so well in a lot of different games.
Apparently, because like, my question is really for you. Well, I've got several questions, but I want to know, when was your first time actually getting involved in the competitive scene? I'll start there.
I first got into the scene about, I want to say NEC 2012.
Okay.
K9 came out. No, NEC 2011. And I came in as nobody, but like I enjoyed the scene. Like, and CD Junior had like talked to me, kept me within inside the scene, and then like by the time I came to the next tournament, like everybody, like I started like doing stuff on stream that made everybody just like you know, become who I became now today.
The next thing I want to know is like, dude, how are you so good at so many freaking games at one time? I really want to know that.
I mean, it is practice and learn the game. Honestly, I mean, I do have free time, but I also kind of balance schoolwork. But like, when I have free time, I'm just playing video games, honestly, and just relaxing.
And you do have a brother.
Yeah, but he only plays DOAs.
Yeah. Him, like, has he had any type of influence on you, like, as far as your gaming ability or whatnot? Like, I would sense there's some sort of rivalry between you,
yeah,
obviously.
Like, I just pretty much learned that, like, don't care about consequences that can potentially happen, only care about what's happening right now. So, if you care about what's happening in the now, then you might not have to worry about consequences later. And, like, even if you could put in something, it's like, whatever.
You just play the cards you're dealt, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. You said it was NEC 2012. Now, I can't remember exactly. Was this the tournament where DOA first came out as the... It was the beta one, or was that the year before?
My time 2011. 2012 was DOA5.
Okay, thank you.
NEC 2011 was it.
And what games did you enter at that time? Good for correcting me, thank you. Only what?
Only in Mortal Kombat 9.
Only in Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 9 at that time? Okay. Were you a long-time Mortal Kombat player, or?
Like I played all of them except for Shaolin Monks, and like I don't play anything competitively. It's just like I really like fighting against them.
And Mortal Kombat was your favorite at the time?
Like the old versions, but I didn't really play them until MK9 came out. Like at the time I was mainly like a Tekken player, to be honest.
You were a Tekken player?
Yeah, I was playing like a lot of Tekken, obviously, and I'm honestly just playing random games. Like I don't even know. Like I would just be playing Tekken until MK9 came out. I put all of my time in MK9.
Well, here's another thing. Following that year, okay, I think that because it was when Dead or Alive, the pre-release copy of Dead or Alive 5, you know, before that came, I remember you were in that tournament, and I remember hearing your name called for Eternal Champions. Now, don't get me wrong. Eternal Champions, bro, like, that's from my generation. Like, I'm like, how do you know how to play that game?
I actually learned that game within like 10 minutes, but like, I apparently picked up top tier 2, which is Thanatos, and I learned how to do combos and cinematic stuff, like, within like, after I looked up a lot of stuff on my phone, and then I immediately like learned it within like that, and I just started bodying everybody, like, so quick, with, like, this top tier character. I was using it, it was amazing.
Yeah, and it was because, like, you know, that's an advantage I guess you have, because like we didn't have the internet and stuff as much during then. And speaking of which Eternal Champions was that? Was that the CD version or the actual cartridge version?
The cartridge version.
Okay, because I know there was slight differences between those things. I remember that, like, you know, playing like...
That game was so much fun.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of like semi-Street Fighter, a little bit of Mortal Kombat.
It's like so cool.
Okay, and then besides that, yeah, you did pretty decently, I think, at that and DOA at the time. Like, I remember, you know, Hubs telling me like, we can't find this kid Sonic Fox because he's in like 6 different games or something at the time.
That happened a lot, actually.
Yeah, it's something we're kind of familiar with. Like every time you're here, like Sonic Fox is busy. Everybody knows.
I was just like salty today. Earlier today, I had to leave mid-match for DOA. In my tournament, so I took the other Injustice match all over again.
Yeah, you had to go win Injustice real quick before you came over to finish DOA, basically.
Yeah, but like what happened was they made me leave mid-match. Like I was up 2-0, and then they made me leave mid-match, so I had to go to DOA. I had to restart my entire just because of it.
And pretty much like your philosophy of playing is like you just, like you said before, you just deal with the cards that are dealt.
There's no your character and no matchups, honestly, or know how to deal with things, understand that. And at times there will be BS in games. You just gotta deal with it. And the only way to deal with BS would be even more BS than that. So that's why I just do so good being what I blame part of it is that I'm really good at getting inside of people's heads fast. It's just I intimidate people to do stuff. I get them scared to do anything, and then I know when I'm inside of your head, and by that time it's just when the opponent tries to get me out, it's just too late. It's just dead.
Yes, because you did that to me at Dead or Alive on the Dead or Alive game when you pulled out Kokoro, and I was like, why am I getting beat by Kokoro? By this little. At the time, I think you were 13.
Yeah, 14.
14 maybe, and right there it was to me like a lot of people have, I guess, with you. It's the little brother effect where I've reached the point where I've been playing the game so long that now my little brother can just beat me, and I don't know why he's beating me. It doesn't make sense.
I'm still debating my existence in DOA is still my brother because he just knows everything about me. Because he's going out playing the game.
Yeah.
He understands the game that is even better than I do, but I don't know. He's really good at doing anything. He just knows.
All right. Now moving on further. Speaking of Injustice, Skullgirls, what else did you enter? I'm sorry. You had.
I entered Skullgirls, Dead or Alive, Injustice,
Mortal Kombat. Persona.
Guilty Gear. Under Knife and Birth.
Yeah, you were Under Night Birth too. Yes.
Yeah. So let's see. So Mortal Kombat, Injustice, DOAs.
He has so many medals, folks.
Guilty Gear, Tekken. I DQ'd myself. There's one more game. I know there's one more game. I forgot what.
It's funny just looking at you right now, trying to figure out what that last game you won.
Did I do good in it? Oh God. I know I signed up for 8 games instead of 7. I'm just trying to remember what the 7th game, what the 8th game was.
You didn't sign up for Guilty Gear, did you?
I did. But I already said that. I was like Guilty Gear, Mortal Kombat, Injustice, DOA, Skullgirls, Persona. What am I missing? No, I'm missing the other game I said I signed up for.
Persona, Skullgirls. Yeah, there's too many.
Yeah, let's just say I signed up for 8 games.
Well, anyway, the point I'm saying is shout outs mainly to the DOA community. Why'd you choose this game? Because that's a vast assortment of maybe I'd say a lot of 2D games. What's drawn you into the Dead or Alive game?
Well, for starters, is one of my very few first fighting games I've ever played in my life, which is DOA3.
Dead or Alive 3 on Xbox.
Yes. One of my very first few fighting games I've ever touched. The very first one was Tekken 3, and then I say Tekken 3, Soul Calibur, DOA. No, Tekken 3, DOA, Soul Calibur. And I fell in love with all the games, and I fell in love with fighting games, and I just want to keep playing more and more. And DOA, it was just it made sense. It was just fun. We just do stuff and it worked. And it was so much. It looked flashy too. So, as a little kid, seeing flashy things.
Yeah, because it was a little easier pick up and play. Yeah. But then when you get to a certain level,
you can't just do what you were just doing. Right, so but the way I played 3 years ago is completely different from how I play now. I understand now, right, what I have to do. Years ago I didn't know what was happening in that world.
And one thing I would say about I noticed about your play style and your brothers, the similarity is, I was talking with Christian a little earlier about players in DOA have a tendency to go if they start a string, they'll go 1, 2, 3, and then go for the mix-up. But you and Christian have that ability where when person does 1 and then they get to 2, you stop them at 2.
Yeah.
And you screw everything up.
1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3, and then say Christy does has 4 hitting string. 1, 2, 3. 4,
yeah.
Hit them, and then I did that a lot with Mary. 1, 2, I'm 1, 2, grab, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just stagger everything, and just
And yeah, you I said, you counter at the weird moments, and I think that's maybe something that would frustrate a lot of the old school players because they're not used to this type of thing. They would think maybe this kid's just doing stuff.
No, it's not having a good unpredictable factor. When you have that, it's when people are scared.
Yeah, and you just stray from the norm. You throw everybody's conditioning off, and then
they think they condition. Don't ever have your opponent ever condition you, ever. Always we have that unpredictable nature in you. Because like if you get conditioned, then you'll die. That's like because it's like your opponent's conditioned. That means they're on like a different level of yomi than you, and that means they're about to destroy you because of it. Because they've conditioned you to not do this or this and this anymore. So the moment you get conditioned, you're dead. Like, because the way conditioning works is like once you condition them once, there's certain things that you know they're not gonna fall for anymore. So you'll do something new and they'll probably most likely fall for it. But then like you get like because now that you conditioned them to doing one thing and then they fell for this brand new thing, they're gonna be looking out for the new thing you just did and you just do the old thing again and you get by it again. They're just like.
And it's just the frustration factor in the opponent, and you sense it.
That's one of my play styles too. I love getting people angry.
Yeah.
Because like frustrating, when you get frustrated, you start like input erroring a lot. And,
Yes.
When you input error and you get like angry and like, you just want to like yell or like you just pretty much start messing up a lot. And when you're messing up a lot, I'm in your head.
Yes.
You like, instantly get me in your head and you start messing up. I'm like, yes, time to die.
Yes.
It's like, wow, he really just teabagged me.
Yeah, and I really like the way you just explained that too, because we've talked several times. We've hung out in the hotel room, but like actually getting this side of you, like it's gonna open a lot of people's eyes. I mean, I don't know.
You have to understand, like, you can respect the player, but in game, like, do what you have to do to win. And if you don't, like, honestly, like, people don't, like, tend, like at taunting way more than it really is. It's just, it's a game. You put the taunt thing there for a reason. I'm using it's like, I don't know why people don't use taunts. They use them. They purposely get in people's head or, like, make people feel some type of way. I mean, sure, you might get salty. They might get salty after the match and they might dislike you, but that's, like,
you're trying to win.
Yeah, they're taking it too seriously by that point. That they honestly dislike you for taunting.
I respect that. Like I like actually hearing that straight from you. That's amazing.
That's why, like, when people teabag me, I'm like, oh, is this what we're doing now? Like, I don't get affected at all by teabagging because, like, I know what's behind. I know the meaning behind that. The moment you start teabagging me, I'm just like, oh, so that's how you feel.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna do it back to you. Like, even when I was playing in my anime, if I made top 3 for my Night in Birth. Like, this one guy, like, he was like so scared to click any button because I had him like all this block pressure and all these setups in because I play climber in that game for those and I had him all this block pressure, but I noticed he was just waiting for me to kill myself because I used a lot of blood and I keep losing a lot of life. But I had life, so instead of clicking more things, I just started teabagging him because I had all of my chops right where I wanted them to. So like I just started teabagging him. I know I cut him off guard because he paused for a second. He was confused while I was just teabagging him in his face because he was just scared to click a button. And right that moment, he tried to click a button and he messed up and just died because like he knew. He knew he messed up the moment I started teabagging him and clicked the button. That's why you want to that's how you get into people's heads, just talking to them in your face. They'll usually do something. Or try to, they don't like it. So they'll try to do something about it. And know they're going to try and do something about it. And you force them to not. That's why I taunt a lot in DOA.
Okay. So now, regarding DOA, again, it was you versus Christian for the finals again, and it seemed like you struggled a lot until like you forced Christian's hand to move up to the next tier. He had Lisa and then switched over to Kasumi.
Yeah.
You guys play a lot, and what I was saying during commentary on stream is use Christy, but Christian's not trying to counterpick Christy. He's counterpicking you.
Yeah, he's counterpicking me. He knows me.
Yeah.
So he knows what characters I struggle with a lot. He knows I struggle with Lisa and Kasumi. But for the character that might not be a bad matchup for me, that's a bad matchup. But he knows that. It's like I get so salty every time I play him because he purposely does that in tournament all the time. But I respect it.
Yeah. And I'm glad you do. It was like now I really, after this whole talk, man, I'm gonna be rooting for you more so now.
Like people people think I just do stuff, but like I'm not, like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing something. No, I'm always well aware of what's happening and like the situation is at hand. But it's like I have such a good unpredictable nature. Just like you can like check me for like a prime example of what happened is that like in Injustice, right?
Yes.
I was playing this person. He kept baiting me waking up DPing, right?
Okay.
So like what happened was like he kept doing this setup where he purposely wanted me to wake up with a wake up attack, like a special. So after doing it for a while, like he kept he punished me twice for doing it. So he thought I was gonna do it again, but I did it again immediately after, and then. After I did it again, he ended up getting hit again, and he knocked me back down again. This time, he just was gonna wait the whole thing out because
he assumed you were gonna do it again.
And so instead of while he's blocking up, I kind of immediately just overheaded him. As soon as I got up, without even respecting his Oki, I just got up and just overheaded him because I just knew like right in that moment he was gonna do it. So like what you people understand is that conditioning isn't only one-sided. Like you can pretend that your opponent has conditioned you when they really haven't. Like if you know your opponent's trying to condition you, then you can really do some cool stuff. Like say like especially in DOA, say someone like who told me gonna told me to play like knees you in the face, right?
Knees you in the face.
And then they do it again.
You mean her sixth throw?
Yeah. Say like they do that knee and they do it again and they try to do a special. So they assume they condition you to what do you call it? They've automatically conditioned you to know that they're gonna do that twice. They think that they're gonna do it twice again. So what they do is like they knew you once and tried doing normal. For the most part, they knew you once and tried doing normal, and that's why like I keep blocking anyway because I know you're not gonna do it again. So that when you notice I'm still blocking, then they're gonna try and knee me as many times as they want. So they'll knee me once and then try to go for it again, and then again, and again, and again. And I'm well aware they're gonna try and do it because it even happened in grand finals. Like I kept smacking my brother in the back of the head.
With Christy, yeah.
Because smacking him in the back of the head because he knew. Like I would have kept doing it. I would have kept doing it. Because I conditioned him to keep blocking. Because I at least attacked like 3 to 4 times after it. I conditioned him to block, so I smacked him in the back of the head like 4 times before he probably realized I was gonna keep doing it until he died. And like this has happened before. Like at the start of the match, like some people have the mindset so when they take a 50-50, they want to just keep holding the 25% of that 50-50 just until they get, the other 50% of that 50-50 just until they guess right. This is the 50-50. So they think, say you have say you do like an overhead or have an overhead or a low 50-50, you're gonna keep holding down low until you go low. So like they'll do an overhead like 3 times and then maybe go low, and they'll probably be able to block it because they're just holding down. If I'm aware that you're going to do that, and this has happened before in tournament too, I will grab you until your entire life just disappear. Like this has happened before against my brother. I conditioned him like I knew he was gonna keep blocking until I finally did an attack. So what I did was literally slap him in the back of the head before 7 times in a row with Christy. And he died, like, because he was waiting for me to click an attack, and people were like, "Why didn't you click an attack?" Because like I could have just kicked you right then and there, but he doesn't know when I was gonna do it. And I never did. I just kept smacking him because I knew he was gonna block. So it's just like having a really good unpredictable nature and pretending to have people conditioned, pretending you've conditioned people when you really haven't. It's like really good. Like if you know somebody's trying to condition you, you're screw them, like so bad. So don't let people aware. Let people know or be aware that they've been trying to condition you. And that's what I gotta say. That's why I'm so good, dude. Because I don't let people condition me.
Yeah.
People say it's bad, but it works. So
I mean, your philosophy is just. I'm breathless right now.
It makes sense.
It does, but I mean, like, I'm literally.
Why would you do that? Because people like that's why people are like you're insane. I'm like it's insanity, but it works.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, because you just frustrated the heck out of your opponent, and then
now they're confused, and now after I've killed you, like smacking the head 7 times, the first time I do it, I already know you're gonna mash the button, so I like launch you, and you're just like, how do you know? Like I remember, like I could keep reading. I remember reading my brother once because he knows, he's well aware that I like to do that a lot by smacking him every time. So I almost did it like 4 times, and on the 5th time, it launched. Yeah, of course, right in that moment he launched, and like that's having a good yomi on your opponent, or knowing how to read your opponent is free. Having a good level of yomi is just like knowing when to just click a button instead of just keep going over and over and over again in DOA. That's why set play in the game is really good, because if you're really good at set play, even the top players. Just having good set plays with DOA.
So, I guess next for you, what is that? Are we going to final round?
Yeah.
Okay, definitely going to be down there, and you're going to be in multiple games again.
Yeah, of course. Hopefully make top 8 every single one of them again.
Speaking of which, though, since we were playing, like, I didn't play with you, but we were messing around with Guilty Gear. I am curious, what character are you using in that game? Is it Chip? Huh? Elfelt. Really?
It just locks you down and just does 50-50s.
Yeah, but she has no wake up.
Huh?
She has no wake up.
I'm okay with the character having a wake up and no wake up. People always think I don't know how to block, and I can block. If I don't have a wake up, it's fine. I play a character and under 9 in birth, this is where I can wake up.
Alright.
So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with blocking. But sometimes, like, well, he does have some form of wake up, but it's like really easy. For the most part, yeah. It's just like, if you play a character with like no good wake up, then you know what you're getting into. Like you should just know if players have really good Oki, you should just know what you're about to get into.
Okay. And before we close it out, I have one final question. I think I asked you before, but I don't remember you answering me correctly. People have been asking me, and I really want to know the origin of your name, Sonic Fox. Can you explain it so people know?
Honestly, there is no origin. I just made it.
And it has no relation
to Sonic the Hedgehog. No, it's just like because you can obviously tell them it's funny. So I just made the name because like I made a character and then I was like I'm gonna name him Sonic Fox. Blam.
You are Sonic Fox now.
Yeah, like I am now Sonic Fox.
So it's not not Sonic and Tails. It's just Sonic Fox,
Sonic
and
Fox.
you are Sonic Fox.
Yes.
All right. Excellent. Okay. Thanks for your time, bro. I mean, this was really informative. Like, yeah, people are gonna want to see this.
Yeah, that's just the mindset I play on. It's just like, don't worry about what's gonna happen. Worry about like later. Just worry about what happened now. If something bad happens later, all right, it's whatever. It happens. But if like, just be aware that it can happen.
Yeah.
But be willing to take the consequence. Well, be willing to take the risk.
Pretty much taking the risk. Like, you just want to take the risk and go on. You want to go with the like life decisions and whatnot.
Yeah.
You just wanna.
That's what. And actually, that happened today in Injustice 2. I was about to be eliminated for the first time in Injustice. It was grand finals. Playing a player named Honeybee. He was up 2-1. The entire match, he kept doing this mix-up where like he would block my 50-50 and then go for like an overhead or low mix-up. Instead of like he can just check me like at a different normal that's not a 50-50, he can check me, but I can jump the mix-up. So what happened was he was up 2-1 after the bracket reset. He reset the bracket against me, and I was left at about 10% of life, and he also had about 10% of life. Well, no, I had about 20%. But all you need is one touchdown. And pretty much, I knew he was gonna go for the mix-up because he wanted to just win. Because that would have been the first time I've been in a winning streak for Injustice for about 8 months now.
Yeah.
To get to lose the tournament.
I've noticed.
Yeah. And what do you call it? I knew he was going to go through the mix-up, so that was the risk. If he just decided to check me, I would have died, and he would have won the whole thing. But I knew that was my decision to decide to make, and he went for the mix-up, and I jumped back and hit him in the face, and he's lost right there. And I knew he was flustered right in that moment, because he was like saying, "Oh my God," like going like he was just like confused, and like in the third match, it was fast. He just died because he didn't relax. He just died so quickly, and like that's how I knew like he messed up. Because like the moment I saw him doing like I was like, oh my God, like all that stuff. I knew I had him. I was in his leg automatically.
Exactly.
Because he messed up that one time. Just because of that one time, he messed up. He lost. He could have been the one and only person to have finally eliminated me, and he did. And like I knew he was. kind of like angry that didn't happen. And, like when he came in the third match, when you go into a match angry, you tend to mess up a lot. And he did, and he just died. He just died so fast. Didn't even take like half of my person.
Yeah. So you are the guy. Generally, you are the guy. Like if it's the game show, and then like door number 1, $1 million. Door number 2, we don't know what it is. It could be really good or really bad. There's times and chances you will take door number 2.
I'll always take that chance. You just got like, well, I won't always, but like you just, I'm aware what's gonna happen. I'm like, it's like a deal or no deal thing. It's like but it's like a deal or no deal.
Yeah.
There's only 2 doors or 2 suitcases. So it's just like, man, I could pick this suitcase, but this suitcase could have $1 million, and then this one could only have 10. I mean, I won't call $1 million, and then you're just gonna do it. that was my thing. Just do it, like way back in the day. Just do it. That's why people hated me, because like they thought they could just stop waking up.
Yeah, always take. Everybody else would take the easy money, but you're the one that will take the risk. You like the red pill, blue pill thing, basically.
Yeah, I'll take the risk, because like, what if everybody takes the red pill? I took the blue pill, but if I do take the red pill, damn.
All right, Sonic Fox, thanks a lot for this interview, man. Appreciate it. And like I said, a lot of people really want to, like I said, we've wanted to know for a while. I wanted to know, but now we're gonna put this out there so everybody can see.
People know how I think. It sucks because people will want to try and calculate how I think, but I already just told you this.
Yeah, you have that unpredictable factor that
you have
people
to have an even more unpredictable factor than I do, which is rare. It's very rare I've ever seen that happen. People are more unpredictable than I am. And when that happens, that's when I get confused with what? There's no way. And my brother does it to me in DOAs. I never know what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
so,
he's like the only one that I've seen that visibly has flustered you.
Yeah. It's like a brother rivalry thing. It's like always losing to your brother at every single tournament kind of gets like mad because he's that close to winning and he's just like
exactly.
It's so annoying, but it's fine.
Well, alright, like I told Christian he's on heel status for the longest time.
Yeah.
I told him Excal is babyface, and I guess right now we're looking at you in the DOA community as another babyface player.
I mean, people like tend to forget like I exist a lot in different games. They're like, oh, it's Sonic Fox, and I come in and yeah, I'm here. And then just die so fast. Like it mainly happens in DOA. Like people tend to like not worry a lot about me in DOA and then they just die. And like you guys do know I play. Like my brother's like the best DOA player, right? I watch him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like you better worry about me because the moment you start sleeping on me, you die. You'll die so quickly. That's why that's one thing. People tend to like some people like don't think I'm like anything or like they try to sleep on me and you just die and they're confused about it. So it happened a lot in Mortal Kombat 9 and they like slept on me and that's how I actually make a name. It's like oh look, it's a little kid.
Everybody knows now.
I know.
Okay, everyone. Sonic Fox, thanks again. Yeah, it was great. It was a pleasure.
Yes.
All right, take it easy, bro.
All right, thank you.